Hey Mike,
Hey Harlan, how you doing?
I am doing well. I know you're looking forward to getting home, but glad you could be off with your family here this last couple of weeks.
Yes, thank you.
Indeed. So you had an idea that we might be able to help out the folks that are listening today. What's that idea?
Let's talk about some of the options people have with retirement accounts
Hmm.
because a lot of people feel limited. It's like they've been building up these retirement accounts. Like a lot of people have 401ks that are at a current or previous employer, and you don't have to leave it there. You have many options. And today,
Many options. And you might have in your retirement accounts you've worked with your employer, you might have tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, but you have options with it. What are some of those options, Mike?
well, one is simply do nothing, just leave it there. You've been investing all these years and watching it grow. You can watch it continue to grow as you start to draw down, but just leaving it there in place is one option.
Yep, that's the simplest way. That's the if that's what you want to do, you can just shut off the video right now because that's one option. If you're comfortable with that, why would you not want to do it that way, Mike?
Well, because most 401k plans are very limited. They are limited to what's easy for the employer. They want an outside administrator, and that outside administrator wants to keep it simple, or they are making their money from the stock market. So they want you to get your funds invested into the stock market. And so that's where they let you invest your money.
Yeah, so you can leave it where it is right now under the control of whatever corporation you worked for and the people that are working for them. Yeah, you can do that. Or what's another option?
You can change custodians that allow other investments.
Change a custodian. So can you do that? How do you do that?
Sure. Some people may have seen the Charles Schwab advertisement saying, hey, roll your 401k over here or roll your money over into an IRA at Charles Schwab. So that is only one custodian. So now instead of having, let's say, what might be a couple dozen investment options, now you have thousands of stocks and mutual funds and ETFs to choose from.
Yeah, so you can,
But
yeah,
that is still limiting.
but that's a whole lot more control than your employer controlling it. So that's a good option is to roll it
Right?
over something
That's
that,
right. At
that you
least
now have control. Get a lot more options under that, but there are limitations there too, aren't there, Mike?
that's right. And my favorite custodians allow other options that are allowed by the IRS, but that aren't allowed by Charles Schwab,
Such as
such as real estate and
or
private lending.
yep, yep.
Yeah, these are two things I can do out of my IRAs or solo 401k that I could not do at my employer's 401k or even at Charles Schwab.
I've done that. I've lent money out of my IRA to others. I've got a loan out right now. Get a good interest rate back, get paid back. Just create some documents, do that. I've invested in real estate with it, an awful lot of real estate with my IRAs. So I couldn't do that with Charles Schwab or the other custodians, but there are custodians out there that will allow you to have even a lot more control and a lot more opportunities for investments.
That's right. So talk to us. I like Advanta IRA. I've been with them for quite a number of years, and there are a few other highly rated custodians that do let you invest in the alternative markets. So, but
Yeah.
there's one major caution, and that's you do not want to buy real estate and do the work yourself. And that's one where the IRS can say, hey, you made an unlawful contribution by you're doing the work yourself, and therefore they can declare the IRA to be fully distributed. Then you end up paying fines and additional taxes and pay taxes on the whole amount of the IRA in that year you did that transaction.
Yeah, not a good thing. There are very
No,
few really risks with that, but you need to be aware of them, need to get educated on it so you do it right for sure. And we know about that. I've had to limit what I could do on some of the real estate I've owned in my IRAs and that. Yeah, be sure you're doing it well. but it's very limited how you get in trouble with it. So
That's right. And the easiest way to do that is make sure that your transactions are hands off, arm's length. So you are using, for example, a property manager to manage any property you buy, contractors to handle any work. But what makes it even easier is when you do like what we do, invest in partnerships such as syndications, then someone else does everything.
yeah, to be a limited partner in those, a passive partner in a sense in those, and we really like that. We and a lot of our friends are heavily involved that way. Mike, yet a third option people have. It's kind of a little bit different piece here. What is that?
That's converting to Roth because
Hmm.
I don't know, do you like tax free?
I like tax-free. Yeah.
Yeah. But the money going into a traditional retirement account has not been taxed yet. You've deferred those taxes. But there are strategies to, with certain investments you can buy that allow you to convert your funds into a more, or they allow you to convert, pay the conversion tax, and then the investment becomes tax free. So for example, we can invest in a syndication for 100,000, have have an attorney value that property, and it might be worth 50 or 60,000 because it's invested for a long period of time. You pay taxes on the conversion. Now, everything that comes out of that particular investment is now treated as a Roth.
Yeah, so there's some things they're kind of complicated, Mike, to people like me, but you understand them and folks can talk to you about those ways to convert to Roth. There you pay some taxes up front, but we're planning to live quite a long time here, and therefore over time not paying taxes just seems like a great advantage. Um,
That's right. Anything you can do to reduce your tax burden later, some of those are good options. So we're glad to
and
talk to you about it.
Yep, and if you pass it on at your death to your heirs, then there's some real advantages there to having a Roth as well.
That there are.
So let's see, how can they get in touch with us? Maybe they just ought to research this on their own out there, Mike, and go to ChatGPT or go to Google and get some friends and talk about it. But we'd be glad to spend some time as well, wouldn't we?
Yes, we would. We enjoy talking to people about these types of things and how they can save money and grow their investments. So they can book a call with us on Calendly. They can email, give us a call, so
Yep,
any of
and
those work.
download our a little ebook that we put together, Three Keys to Unlocking Your Retirement Dreams. Go to tuneinvestments.com and download that book. It's simple and there's some pointers in there that'll help you out in achieving your dreams in your retirement.
That's right. Look forward to hearing from you.
Very good. Thank you, Mike. Good to see you.
You too, Harlan. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.